So this weekend at BKFC 56, we have Mike Perry versus Eddie Alvarez. This is a fight I'm very excited for. I mean, how can you not be excited? You got the fucking maniac that is Mike Perry versus the underground king, Eddie Alvarez. Like, it just sells itself, and it's bare knuckle. Like, come on, Mike Perry was built for fucking bare knuckle, and Eddie Alvarez, he's always in fun fights, and his last fight against Chad Mendes was a barn burner, so this fight just cannot disappoint in my opinion. I don't think Mike Perry can have bad fights in BKFC. I guess maybe the MVP fight wasn't as crazy as the other fights, but still, he's on a massive run in BKFC. He's dropping everybody, and I'm gonna be taking Platinum Mike Perry here. I just can't pick against this man in bare knuckle. You could put fucking Canelo Alvarez in there against him in bare knuckle, and Mike Perry would find a way to win. This is really his sport. Like, BKFC was made for Mike Perry, man. Like, look at the names he has dusted off. He beat Julian Lane. He beat Luke Rockhold. He beat. I mentioned MVP, and then. Oh, fuck, man. Now I'm looking like a casual. I'm sure there was a fourth person he beat in BKFC. Julian Lane, Luke Rockhold. Maybe I'm right. Julian Lane, Michael Page, Luke Rockhold. Oh, okay, yeah, and then he had a boxing match as well in that triad combat shit. But still, he's dusted off some impressive names. He's looked good. Knocked out Luke Rockhold's teeth. Like, he really destroyed his fucking teeth. Knocked his teeth out of his mouth. Like, that was very impressive from Mike Perry. I mean, Luke Rockhold is fucking massive. And for him to, actually, be putting it on Luke Rockhold. Luke Rockhold was looking good, and he was a much bigger man than Mike Perry. But Mike Perry's a dog in BKFC. He is just so powerful, bare knuckle. He's used to it. He's always fighting on the streets. This is pretty much just a normal day for him, bare knuckle brawling. And Eddie Alvarez has taken a lot of damage his last few fights against OK Jan Rune. Got dropped in that fight, if I'm remembering correctly. Almost got knocked out. Against Chad Mendes, he was knocked down. They had a back and forth war. One thing I'll say about Mike Perry, he's still very durable. Younger than Eddie Alvarez. Much more durable at this point. And I think Mike Perry's going to get it done. And I think I can see him getting a TKO/knockout over Eddie Alvarez. Maybe not an out-cold knockout, but I can just see him knocking him down, and maybe they just end up stopping it. I could just see him being so much bigger, more imposing than Eddie Alvarez. Eddie Alvarez is a lightweight fighting at 175 pounds in this fight. Mike Perry, he's put on some weight since he left the UFC. I feel like he is a bigger man now. He's powerful. He's got a much more experience in bare knuckle. He knows what to expect in these fights. I know obviously Eddie Alvarez has one fight, but I don't know. I really like Mike Perry here. He's a dog in there. I can see him clinching up and just, body, uppercut to the head. Like, I could see him really just overpowering Eddie Alvarez and uppercut after uppercut. But Eddie Alvarez is a dog. I expect this fight to be crazy back and forth. I expect Eddie Alvarez to have some moments in this fight. And, of course, I expect Mike Perry to have the bigger moments and get this one done. But I am really excited. This BKFC card is looking really solid, man. Mike Perry versus Eddie Alvarez, banger. Ben Rothwell versus Todd Duffy, banger. Jimmy Rivera versus Jeremy Stephens, banger. That is actually a crazy fight. Jimmy Rivera versus Jeremy Stephens is an absolute fucking crazy fight. This card's going to be really good. I'm going to try and catch it. It's going to be hard with the UFC on at the same time, I believe. But hopefully I can catch all these fights and watch the UFC. It is fucking stressful when they put on good cards at the same time. I don't know why they do this, but, respect to BKFC, man. They're running a great promotion. They're putting on great fights like this. And, yeah, I can't wait. But I'm going with Mike Perry. I think he's going to get this one done. Eddie Alvarez is tough, but I don't think BKFC is... it ain't his domain. It's Mike Perry's domain, and I think Mike Perry gets this one done. I could be wrong. It's bare knuckle, but Mike Perry's on a good run in bare knuckle, and I don't know. I don't know who can beat this man in bare knuckle because he was just built for this shit. But anyway, thanks for watching. I just thought I'd give a quick prediction on this video, on this fight in this video. Sorry. But yeah, that's all I've got to say about this. I'm going with Platinum Mike Perry. But let me know your thoughts on this fight. Let me know who you're going with in the comment section below. You know, are you going with Mike Perry? You going with Platinum Mike Perry here, or are you taking the Underground King Eddie Alvarez? And also, what are the betting odds on Eddie Alvarez's wife screaming Eddie, Eddie? How many Eddies do you think we'll hear during this fight? You know, the betting odds, you know, it's a huge favorite that we hear about 20 Eddies in that fight. The underdog result is that we hear less than 10 Eddies. I feel like we're going to hear more than 20 Eddies, and that is a huge, you know, you bet $100 on that, you only make $2. You don't make anything, you know. So yeah, just bet the under. It won't happen though, so maybe don't bet the under. Just put the bank on Eddie Alvarez's wife going over 20 Eddies because she does not shut up. But anyway, respect to Eddie Alvarez's wife. She clearly loves her husband. But that's all I've got to say on this. I can't wait for this fight. Respect to both men, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.